It is exactly a quarter to 10, which means we wrap up in about 15 minutes' time. And we now talk with Abdul Aleem Gamza, Islamic Relief, South Africa's head of fund development. And the all important question is that the situation in Gaza seems to intensify more with each passing day. What is IRSA's team witnessing on the ground in Gaza? And how have they been responding to this unprecedented humanitarian catastrophe? Abdul Alim Gamza, assalamu alaikum, welcome to the program. And over to you to respond to my first question on the show this morning.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh to yourself and the listeners of Salam Media. No time to catch a breath, so I have to kick into the questions immediately. Alhamdulillah. Sister Judy, it is 60 days where that we've seen the brutality, we've seen the bombing of Gaza. Over 15,500 people have been killed, while over 41,000 people have been injured. And according to the Gaza's Ministry of Health, 70% of the victims are women and children. I remember, a few weeks ago, and I can call it that we were looking at statistics when it was women and children. It was only between 50 and 60, maybe not even 60%. Now the averages have increased to 70%, which is women and children. And I just want to say to everybody, we speak about this, gender violence and all that. This forms part of things like that. Women and children abuse, this is part of it. If you see what is happening, people are being killed and maimed for no other reason but inexplicably, right? So the TMC fire, as everybody knows, ended last Friday, and to get things into Gaza obviously has been challenging. People have been asked to evacuate southward, even though the south is also being targeted. The Israeli military published an online map that divides the Gaza Strip into hundreds of tiny areas, making those who evacuated targeted airstrikes. So we've seen all of that, and we people have been displaced. What in a population of, just think about this, 2.4 million people living in Gaza, right? We've seen the amount of people that has been killed and injured. Let's use a ballpark figure because there's people missing as well. Let's say that's 100,000, so that's 2.3 million people. That's the population has been decreased to, and then there's out of that 2.3 million people, 1.8 million people are internally displaced. So there's only about 500,000 people that has some sort of home inside of Gaza. And now we can imagine the catastrophe, we can imagine the suffering, we can imagine the displacement impact on each and every single person, and it's just, I think it's unthinkable right now when we're also looking at 3/4 of the hospitals in Gaza are no longer functional. So as the people are getting injured, where are they going to? Where is that support from? What medical assistance is available? What medicines are available? So we can see, there's a severe shortage of basic essentials such as food, such as clean, drinkable water, gas, medical supplies, and even access to something which we may think is a basic, which isn't, we don't even think about it, is a bathroom. Those things are, and that impact on the health conditions in these areas, because you can only imagine without bathrooms what that means to this population. So since the unprecedented escalation early October, our teams have been working tirelessly on the ground. And I want to say that, as I've mentioned previously, that Islamic Relief has been working on the ground. Our team of employed staff has been working there since 1997. Alhamdulillah, every single day we get a level of update to tell us what they have been able to achieve for the day, but also collectively since the 7th of October. And obviously, as I always mention, is that some days are better than others where we are able to get to more spaces. And people may not think much of psychosocial trauma counseling. That's a major thing for us as we are trying to assist children who have seen so much devastation, so much mayhem and carnage, that we have to help them to navigate their way through this. So we provide that. So we've provided thus far, fresh vegetables to nearly over 300,000 people, almost 63,000 Food parcels have been handed out, ready-to-eat meals coming to about 765,000 and 6,000 ready-to-eat items and food vouchers to about 25,500 people. So Islamic Relief, alhamdulillah, we continue to work because we also know that there are people who are in need of shelters, and we have provided in terms of hygiene kits to individuals. Over 181,000 people have benefited from that. And clean running water, drinkable water, about 16,500 people. That the need continues, and I'm saying to everybody is don't lose focus. We are now in this time when people call a silly season, when people call, oh, I'm tired, I need to take a load of. You can take your load of, mashallah, no problem. But don't forget about Gaza. Don't stop talking about Gaza. Don't stop keeping yourself aware of what's happening in Gaza. The suffering, the destruction, the challenges. Our brothers and our sisters, our children, whilst our children are sitting here in South Africa, mashallah, they're waiting for the results of the exams that they've completed, and we make dua that Allah granted all the success and all of them have passed, inshallah. The children of Gaza are passing with flying colors, not an exam that is written, but an exam that the test that comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we have an opportunity as individuals. Again, I say, Allah's not testing the people of Gaza. They're passing whatever's happening. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing us to see how we are going to respond. And we can say, oh, I'm going to spend so much over the December period. I'm going to be doing X, Y, and Z. Perhaps the time now is to sit back and say, okay, instead of buying these items, I'm not going to spend money on those items. I'm going to be giving my money towards Gaza, because that child, that mother, that father, that grandparent is in need of that assistance. They are my brothers and they are my sisters. We must start thinking like that, and we must start internalizing it. We cannot look at an us and a them situation. We are all as a collective, because we are part of this beautiful ummah, this ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And because we are one family, we must feel the pains of our family members. We must feel the challenges they are feeling. And we must, as they say, it begins at home. And inside of this family, there's charity that is required. And right now it's for you, my beloved brother, my beloved sister, my beloved young one, if you are listening to the radio this morning, is to tell us. And not just tell us, but talk to one another, but also make that donation, inshallah.
Ameen. Brother, the last time we spoke to you, you'd undertaken to run the 750 kilometer to raise funds for Gaza. No mean feat. How is the run going, and how can people support this very worthy fundraising initiative of yours?
SubhanAllah, Julie, I never want to claim that it is mine. This is for the people of Gaza. This is part of a sacrifice that I think every person should be making some way or the other. And here we are asking people to make a contribution per kilometer. It's 1,000 rand per kilometer to raise. Money's not coming to me. I'm not benefiting anything from the money that you are generating or sending to Islamic Relief. It will go to our brothers and sisters in Gaza. The idea of the run really is to create the awareness, to keep the awareness alive, because it will run until the end. Sorry, it's the pun. It will run until the end of December. That's when the 750, inshallah, will be completed. And it is just about keeping the conversations alive, keeping the awareness alive, and not letting us forget about our brothers and sisters in Gaza. Alhamdulillah, Allah has blessed me, and I'm being strong enough to complete over 450 kilometers up to now, and I'm on track. Alhamdulillah, I'm more than halfway there. But in terms of the cause and why the run is there, it's not about Abdul Aleem. Just think about our brothers and sisters in Gaza. It's an opportunity for us to give. So every single mechanism that we utilize, whether it be a cake sale, whether it be a bake sale, whether it be a food sale, whether it be a run for Gaza, every single activity is there to raise funds for our brothers and sisters in Gaza. So I urge our beloved brothers and sisters to make this donation, inshallah, and so that we can keep this alive. Inshallah, we'll be finishing and concluding this run on the 31st of December, and we're looking to market in Sea Point area on the promenade. The last, inshallah, everything goes well, the last 8 kilometers will be done on the 31st of December, and the final day, inshallah. And I urge everybody to come and join, come and be part of it. If you are in Cape Town, make a concerted effort. You'll see me. I'm going through various suburbs here in the Western Cape, running with the Palestinian flag. Just always show your support, but also show your support to your brothers and sisters in Gaza, inshallah.
Amin thumma Amin. May Allah accept all of your efforts and may you
Amen.
remain strong in good health, inshallah. But I also understand there's another very exciting fundraising initiative that IRSA is busy working on in support, once again, for our brothers and sisters in Gaza. Please tell us about it.
So Julie, that event, we will be able to share more perhaps in the next few days. Right now, I think it is kind of top secret. We would just like to keep it back burners for now.
Okay. All right.
And as soon as we have more details around it, we'll share it with the community, inshallah. But the venue and the setting in terms of door mountains, inshallah, that will be the setting for it. What it will comprise of, that is what we will just leave that with you. And the dates and so forth, we'll leave that just hanging in mid-air for now. But we will create this for our brothers and sisters again. It is to raise money for our brothers and sisters in Gaza. This will be in January, during the course of January, but the latter part of January. And I'm saying whoever is here in Cape Town, family, you have friends, just inform them about it, inshallah.
Amen.
So they can come out and support.
Amin thumma Amin. Allah accept all your efforts, you and everyone at IRSA. Stay strong. Allah guide and protect one and all, inshallah. Very especially all of our du'as and our efforts for our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Thank you indeed for talking with us this morning. Till the next time, as always, keep us all in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum to you.
Alaikum salam.
And that's where we wrap up for the morning. Abdul Salam's been running solo this morning as the rest of the team are gone on that march to the union buildings. Allah keep one and all safe, inshallah. Till tomorrow morning at the same time, as always, take care. Assalamu alaikum and Khuda Hafiz from me, Julie Ali.